It's been about a week since I've uploaded a video. There's been a lot of things going on behind the scenes. I'm sure you saw the thumbnail of the machine on fire, and just a lot of other things have been going on. So as you can see in the video here, I am mowing along. It is going great. Super thick brush down in a canal. Pretty routine for a machine like this. Then the thick white smoke started billowing out. I'm going to show you the raw footage of how this machine caught on fire and the devastating electrical damage it caused, and the deep embarrassment realizing I goofed up. But more importantly, I want to share with you the silver lining and how the pain that I went through watching this machine catch on fire will make every one of these machines that comes out of my shop a better unit and safer to operate. Now, I want to be completely fair to this machine. Prior to this incident, I've been mowing green grass and I haven't had a single issue. This thing's an absolute beast. This was the very first time that I have had this machine in 7-foot tall dead grass, and it caught me completely off guard. I don't want you looking at this footage and assuming that these machines are a fireball waiting to happen and things like that. This incident that I experienced can happen to any machine that you take into dry brush. In fact, my uncle Randy, where his property is in Visalia, when I was cutting that ditch at, he was telling me about an article he read where a guy with a string trimmer caught a whole private oak reserve on fire using a string trimmer. This was the very first time that I have had this machine in 7-foot tall dead grass, and it caught me completely off guard. And when you work with machinery in those types of environments, you just have to have an extreme abundance of caution. I want to take you on a close-up of this wire right here. It connects to the linear actuator, and what had happened was the brush was all built up down in the bottom of this machine, and the fire started down there, and it burnt this wire. I have since repaired it, but when that happened, this wire goes all the way back in here direct to the control board. Let me get this cover off so I can show you more. So with the cover off here, we can see the electronics, and this is the wire that comes from that actuator, and it was plugged in directly to this block with no circuit protection. So what had happened is it actually damaged, it fused the wires there between there, and that switch is no longer able to alternate the power signal to lift the motor up and down. Now, this is not a cheap and easy replacement part, but if it had a fuse, it would have been a quick fix. So now I am going to manually be able to lift up and down this machine by installing this momentary switch, and I'm going to wire it direct from the battery to this with inline fuses so that this does not happen again. Now I'm going to be able to get this to manually go up and down because of my knowledge of electrical wiring. It's not going to be that difficult, but I will not be able to hydraulically or remotely control the hydraulics through this control until I get the parts at some point from the factory. I'm not getting the warm and fuzzies that they are taking my problem very serious. I still don't have a ship date. I paid for the parts 4 days ago, and who knows when I'm going to receive them. I was contemplating showing this because it was so embarrassing, but then I thought, well, that's what this channel is all about. You guys need to learn from my experiences just as I learned through them. Thought about just quietly fixing this in the shop and sweeping it under the rug, because it really, at the end of the day, it wasn't the machine's fault. It was my fault for not keeping it cleaned out and factoring that dry debris in the equation. But my philosophy on this channel from day one has always been to show it when it works and show it when it breaks. And the real silver lining here is that everybody who purchases a machine from me will gain the benefit from my loss, and the fuses are going to be installed prior to them leaving my shop. They should have been installed at the manufacturer level, but that was an oversight. And every machine that you buy in a box on Alibaba or eBay or whatever else is going to have that same flaw in it. So beware of that. Now, let's talk a little bit about the numbers and a little bit about the experience. I bought this machine. It was listed on eBay for $3,150. Like out the door with shipping, taxes, and everything, it came to $3,950. And when I was trying to get updates from the seller on the shipping time and things like that, I would get vague, generalized responses like the actual shipping time will prevail, which didn't help me much and didn't make me feel real great about it. So that was one thing. Another thing was right when I uncrated this machine and took it to my very first job, it had a major flaw. The alternator was not charging from the factory. I sent them a message, and 24 hours later, they said to reach out to somebody in China through a translate app. And mind you, I'm in California. Their time zone's completely different to try and work that out. So it was faster and easier for me to go ahead and figure this out myself. But I don't think that's right. You shouldn't get a machine right out of the box with a major flaw like that that should have been caught. I'm selling this same machine, but with all of those checks and with the fuses installed and with a 1 year backed by me guarantee. Now, my price point is $5,000. And yes, that is more, but you're going to get more and you're going to get what you pay for. For the first 8 orders, I am throwing in a free set of track and extra flails, belts, everything else you're going to need to keep this machine running. And I'm going to stock when those shipments come in, I have got a whole stock of parts coming. Everything from the drive motors to the circuitry to extra remote controllers right here in the US. You can get it in a couple of days and have the part, and you can talk to me. I'm local, I'm knowledgeable. That seller that I bought from had no idea about any of the mechanics of this machine. And that's something that I offer that I feel like the other guys don't. And to me, that is a fair value. Another thing is that I want to prioritize the customers that purchase a machine from me and support my local business. They are going to get first choice at all of the parts. If I have somebody who wants the same part who didn't buy a machine from me, I can't support them as much as I will support the people who supported me in this venture. And I really think that as an industry, working together and figuring these machines out together is going to be a better experience for everybody. Now, anybody who is looking to purchase a machine like this, you can go to my website, www.vmspecialtyequipment.com, and get in on the pre-order. I have 8 of these machines coming, and they're projected to be here right around the end of July to early August. I can't say for sure because there's a few variables there, but that's the rough timeline.